Hello lovely brides and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren, wedding planner and owner of Bluebird Creative. I provide a weekly dose of wedding planning goodness for the modern couple. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell so that you're notified every week when a new video lands. This week is super exciting and I have 3 must-haves that you must have on your person on your wedding day. You with me? Anyway, before we jump into the video, I just wanted to share and tell you about these gorgeous earrings that I'm wearing today. I'm so excited to have been working with Anna Louisa Jewellery and I was able to choose these absolutely gorgeous little star earrings, which are in a beautiful yellow gold. Now, you may have noticed from watching my videos that I never wear anything other than yellow gold. I love a vintage look. There's just something about it and it's nice and warming on the skin. So I chose these because I just think they're gorgeous and the little stars mean something to me. So when I'm picking jewellery, I like to pick something that has sentiment. I don't wear loads of jewellery and the pieces that I do choose, I like them to mean something to me. And for me, choosing stars is something that I do tend to do because it reminds me of my nan. She used to call me Twinkle and sadly she's not with us anymore. And so the last few pieces of jewellery I've chosen things with stars in so that when I put them on, it just reminds me of my nan. And I love being able to do things like that. And being able to pick these and choosing little things like I've just mentioned with the sentiment makes me think of what you might do on your wedding day and how you choose your jewellery. I think these are really beautiful for a wedding day as well because they're just really dainty and elegant. I wore something very similar back when I got married. The amazing thing about these as well is that they are a real exceptional quality. So they're tarnish free and long lasting and they haven't irritated my ears at all. And I've been wearing them over the last month. I get really sensitive sore ears really easily from earrings and I haven't got them at all with these, which is amazing because they are a premium quality and they only use the best metals, which I think is great. But the most exciting thing for me is the fact that halfway through this year, so mid 2020, Anna Louisa actually achieved their goal of a net zero carbon footprint, which for me is super exciting. And I try to buy from brands and align with brands that are doing what they can for the environment because I think it's a really, really important topic. And I just think it's amazing that they've hit that goal. So when they approached me to work with them, that was a massive bonus for me because I just think that that is key. So anyway, I hope you like the earrings. They are amazingly priced. It's starting at just $39 and they range up to a high end. So there's literally something for everybody. And I love styling them up with a low slick bun and a bit of a statement top. Anyway guys, let's hop into this week's video and talk about those 3 must-haves that you need to have on the day. Let's go. Now, these are things that you must have on your person on the day. Obviously, there are lots of things that you need to have on the day or that are working on the day or things in place at your wedding venue. But these are the 3 must-haves that you must have on your person. Okay. So the first one incorporates a few things and that is the old, new, borrowed and blue. So that is the old tradition. And basically, that means that you should have or be wearing something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. You do not have to do this. It is a tradition. It's not a requirement, but I think it's lovely. And a lot of people like to do it. And it can be sort of quite a sentimental thing to do. So if you're doing your old, that may be if you have decided to choose a wedding dress from somebody in your family and you're revamping it to make it your own, perhaps that would be your old. Or perhaps you have an old piece of jewellery from your mum or your nan that you want to wear that they're going to lend you or that you wear anyway that's really special and sentimental to you. That could be your old. Your new is probably going to be your wedding dress because the majority of people do obviously buy a new wedding dress for their wedding day. But again, it can revert back to jewellery. It could be your wedding ring. It could be a new pair of earrings. It usually comes down to jewellery or your dress. The borrowed item, again, we could go back to jewellery. You could borrow a pair of earrings from a family member or a bracelet perhaps. Perhaps you're going to borrow a pair of shoes. Not sure how I feel about that. And then for the blue, you may just find that you're having blue flowers in your hair, for example, or something with a touch of blue. Your bouquet may have a bit of blue in. You may decide that you want to sew a tiny piece of blue fabric or a little blue ribbon inside your wedding dress so that nobody can see it. And you can make that sentimental so that it's just not random blue ribbon or random blue piece of fabric. So perhaps if there's a member of your family that are no longer with you, say your granddad, for example, if you've got one of their old ties, you may want to cut a little bit off a blue tie and sew that inside your wedding dress or something like that. You may have a garter and it may have a blue ribbon on it. There's obviously not much sentiment to that, but it's totally up to you. I love the old new borrowed blue tradition because of the sentiment that you can attach to it. But you do you guys, it's totally down to you. So the second must-have, in my opinion, on your wedding day is the bag of dreams, of course. Now, if you're new to my YouTube channel, you may not have a clue what I am talking about when I mention the bag of dreams. If you've been here for a while, you will definitely know because I mention it a lot. I will link a video up here for you now, or here, I can't remember, and you can check out where I'm chatting about the bag of dreams. But essentially, it is the bride's bag that needs to be filled with all the things for every eventuality. Brides do not carry it. You need to find somebody to look after it. It's not cool carrying a big bag around. I say a big bag, it's probably just a clutch, but it's going to be filled with lots of stuff. However, there's 6 things that I would say you must have without fail in the bag of dreams, okay? The other things are, if you want to, just in case. These 6 things, you must have them. So the first one is your lipstick. I would always advise my couples that when you're having your lipstick done on your wedding day, buy the lipstick that you want and get your makeup artist, if you're having one, to use that lipstick. Then put it in your handbag and you can top up throughout the day. You don't want them to use a colour and then you not have it for the rest of the day, and then you end up with that horrible kind of line around the lips where it's all kind of worn off but it's half on. It's not a good look, girls. Get that lipstick in your handbag. Second of all, I say have a translucent powder in your bag. You're going to get hot, you're going to get sweaty, you might be a bit nervous. By having a translucent powder, it's just going to get rid of any shine that you don't want on your wedding day without messing your makeup up. Alternatively, if you are wearing a loose powder, then you could use that instead. But I like the translucent powder because it doesn't mess up the look of your makeup. It just gets rid of any shine that might happen from nerves or adrenaline. Okay, so thirdly, moving away from makeup, a mini pack of tissues. It's an emotional day. You never know when you're going to need them, so make sure that they're in your bag. And actually, you might find that one of the bridesmaids or the mother of the bride or the mother of the groom may need them, so keep those in there for sure. Next, mints. You're going to be talking to a lot of people on your wedding day, so I would just say get some Tic Tacs or some mints in your handbag, just as a precautionary. I'm sure you'll brush your teeth in the morning, but it's always good to stay fresh, right? Okay, number 5, blister plasters. The likelihood is you are wearing a new pair of shoes. You may have tried to wear them in, you may not have tried to wear them in, but the likelihood is they may get a little bit uncomfortable towards the end of the day, so just have some blister plasters in your bag just in case. And finally, number 6, bobby pins. Now, these guys are just fantastic. Just get a pot of bobby pins and put them in. Between you and the bridesmaids, somebody is likely to need them. Throughout the day, your hair may come a little bit loose. If you're getting a bit excited with the dancing, you may just want a couple of extra bobby pins just to hold things in place. They're always good to just have on standby. And actually, as an additional bonus, let's add in a mini can of hairspray. It's not a requirement, but you may want it. So that is the must-haves inside the bag of dreams. So let's move on to the third must-have overall. Hope you're still with me. And that is, of course, the rings. They are a must-have that you must have on your person. How many times can you say must-have, Lauren? On your wedding day. But saying that, I would advise giving them to the best man or perhaps an usher to be responsible over. You have a lot of things to do the morning of the wedding and you're not going to have pockets on you, and you're most certainly not going to be walking down the aisle holding on to your handbag or the bag of dreams. Give it to the best man to look after. He can keep it in the inside pocket of his jacket and then he can hand them over to the groom when the time is right. But I'm adding it to the list because it is a must-have to have on a person on the wedding day. They are a very important part of your day. Without them, it could go a little bit wrong. So there we have it, guys. A short and sweet video this week, but one that I feel is very, very important. So just to recap, number 1 is your old, new, borrowed and blue. Nice bit of sentiment there to add to wear on the day. Number 2 is the bag of dreams, 6 items /7, because I gave you a bonus, to keep in that bag for the day. Trust me, they could save you. And number 3, don't forget the rings. Do not forget the rings. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this week's video. And as a special bonus for you guys this week, I have got you a 10% off code to get these earrings. So make sure you click the link in the description box below and go and check them out because they really are gorgeous. Anyway guys, have a fantastic week and I will see you next week for some more wedding planning goodness. See you later guys.